And I am so confused on this book. Honestly, what the hell did I just read? Shut the front door. Who needs candy? I just finished Daisy Jones and the Six. I read 175 pages in bed. I'd never do that. The first half of this book had me. Hello, book friends. Happy Tuesday. So, I'm here to give you guys updates. I did not vlog yesterday. Shit, I didn't vlog yesterday. We're just gonna hop right into it. So, it is currently like 6:30 at night, and I have just sat down to read, and I am currently reading The Last Tale of the Flower Bride, and I am so confused on this book. And one of my subscribers, one of you guys, cleared it up for me that it's written the way it's written because it's supposed to confuse you. You're supposed to be like, okay, is there magic really in this world, or are these people just crazy? So that makes me feel a lot better, and it kind of makes me very curious to see how this book is gonna end. Like, it's one of those books that is like, I don't want to say bad because it's not bad. It's just so like, what is going on? But you need to like keep reading to find out. So that's kind of like the vibe of this book. So I would love to finish this sometime this week. I'm on page 162, chapter 19. So hopefully that. And Chain of Iron 2, I need to also get a move on. But I did get an arc in the mail that I don't think I talked about in last week's vlog. If you didn't watch last week, towards the end of the week, I felt very just like slumpy and not really with it. Didn't want to read, didn't want to make content, all of that. And I needed to take a break. So I did that this weekend. This past weekend. I didn't edit. I didn't do anything on the weekend for video wise, and it felt great. And I think I'm going to do that more often. I think Sundays are going to be my chill day. And I switched my upload day to my vlog. So you guys should know now, like, I had one vlog go up on Wednesday. So Wednesday will be the new upload day. So look out for that on Wednesdays now instead of Tuesdays. It'll just be so easier because it's so hard coming home on a Monday when Monday is one of the busiest days I have, and just going straight into editing. First off, it's the first day of the work week, so it's already hard getting back in the swing of things. I'm mentally, physically exhausted from my job. Honestly, most Mondays, I just want to come home and sit. Honestly, you know what I do on Mondays? I come home and I sit in silence because I just need it. And then I do a countdown until I'm off work again. But anyways, so I didn't share with you guys the arc I received in the mail, and that is Made of Stars by Jenna Voris. And this is Bonnie and Clyde meet space. And it says, inspired by the lawless love story Bonnie and Clyde, this heart-stopping tale of passion and crime will have you seeing stars. And I'm not really too sure what it is about, so let's just read the synopsis because you know me. Shane and Ava are a team. He steals the aircraft, she charms their mark, and together they take what they need. Not even their distracting chemistry could get in the way, until Shane was caught and left to rot on a prison moon, now freshly escaped from confinement and shimmering with anger. He has his sights set on their biggest job yet, Cyrus just graduated from the Flight Academy with a shiny new position lined up, reporting to a well-respected general. On his very first assignment, he stops the outlaws in their tracks, or he would have if his annoyingly handsome co-pilot hadn't fallen for Ava's deception.
Deception.
For Ava's deception. But when Shane uncovers a top-secret plot that would leave his and Ava's home world at the mercy of Cyrus's military leaders, he makes it his mission to thwart them at all cost. It isn't long before the two of them make interstellar headlines with each new heist, and thanks to a chance of run-in with the rebels, Cyrus is caught between two versions of the truth. He must pick a side and fast because Shane and Ava will bring the planet to its knees or die trying. So excited for this. I don't know when I'm going to get to this, but hopefully soon. I also finished Shadow and Bone Season 2, which I don't think I really talked about it last week. It was so good, except it felt very rushed. They this may be a spoiler. I'm not sure, but they combined Siege and Storm and Ruin and Rising into this season, which makes me wonder if they did it because they didn't know if they were going to get renewed or not. But also makes me wonder if they are being renewed, if the next kind of installment we get in the world will be like a spin-off, like a Six of Crows maybe spin-off, because of the way it ended. And also we didn't get the big heist that we got in Six of Crows. You know what I'm talking about? I'm not gonna say it because I don't want anyone who haven't read the books or doesn't like wants to watch the show, wants to read the books. So I'm not gonna say it, but yeah, so I don't know. And I'm also feeling very sad that I finished it because it was so good. Oh my God, it was so good. Even though it felt rushed, it was still so good. Like, the chemistry between the cast is incredible. Incredible. And I wouldn't be mad, honestly, if they just did like a Six of Crows spinoff, because the Six of Crows cast, we love you. Hey, that's about it. And I'm gonna read this book, and I will talk to you guys later. In case anyone wants to follow me on Pinterest, here's my Pinterest. Got a lot of things. Okay, listen, ignore this. I mainly do it to find dinners and like inspo. I'm sharing my secrets. And then I also love the desserts that I find in here. A lot of the times, I'll find a dessert and I'll make it and then I'll tweak it a little bit for my liking. I don't talk about this a lot, but I love to bake. So I don't consider myself a baker, but I can bake pretty well. So, but yeah, this is my Pinterest. My dinners is my favorite tab because I just have so much on here. And I think I'm gonna make this for dinner next week. And I was thinking like this looks good, but the issue with shrimp is you have to eat it quickly, and like I need this meal to last me all week. So, you know, we might do a hot Italian. This would be expensive though. Yeah, I don't know. So there's a bunch of things. Yeah, but that's just a little fact about me, is I love Pinterest. Hi guys. Let's point out the elephant in the room, shall we? Just ignore it. I'm having a really bad skin week. Anyways, you guys, it's Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. I just finished this book. Honestly, what the hell did I just read? I didn't like this book. I actually really hated this book because this book, the whole time you're reading this, you're like, what the actual F is going on? You have no idea what you're reading, if it's true, if there's really magic in the world, if there's really this other world that they're describing, that they're like fairies and magical things happen. There's just this weird dynamic between these two girls that become best friends, and I think they end up becoming more than that, but that's never like touched on. I don't know. It's just very weird, and I didn't like it because I am not the type of person that doesn't like to know what's going on. Like, I have to know what's going on at all times. I have to do that. I'm plan A. I'm a type A person. I have to have a plan. I have to have a beginning, a middle, and an end. That's just how I work. This, what the hell was this? I did not like this. If you like this book, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But this book, meh, didn't like. I can recognize the writing is beautiful, but here's my thing. It was so flowery that I couldn't comprehend sometimes what I was reading, and it made me feel stupid because I would like to think of myself as smart. Actually, I know I'm smart. Let's change that wording, Caitlin. I know I'm a smart person, so to read this and makes me and feel dumb when I'm reading this, I'm just like, what is going on? So I hated this. I'm giving it a 1 star. But we're going to choose out my next read in a little bit, but I have an ARC, you guys. It came in the mail. And this is called The Legacies by Jessica Goodman, and this comes out in July. I'm not sure what the final cover is going to be, but this is a YA, and I'm gonna read a summary. I'm gonna read this summary on the back. It says, backstabbing, betrayal, blackmail. It's the most important week at Excelsior Prep, where a handful of seniors are prepping for lifetime membership to the exclusive Legacy Club in New York City. Okay, so already I'm getting Gossip Girl vibes, because like the prep school and the rich people. Bernie's the it girl at Legacy Club, blue blood, shoo-in. Blair or Serena. I forgot her name for a second. Blair or Serena. Isabel's an artist, forever in Bernie's shadow, a sidekick and an afterthought. Blair or Serena. Would that be Blair though? Because I feel like Serena is like the star of like Gossip Girl, because where is she? Who is she? That's a secret on that. And Blair's like the sidekick, which no one's ever a sidekick. I hate to think of people like that, but you get, if you've watched Gossip Girl, you know. Tori's a scholarship kid from Queens and determined to succeed at any cost. Okay, so did this author watch Gossip Girl? Because we have, what's his name? Dan Humphrey was from Brooklyn. I know it's not the same, but Brooklyn and an underdog, but he wants to fit in. Or Jenny, his younger sister. It says it's a YA thriller, and it's set in elite social circles where smiles hold secrets, the truth is always shifting, and no one is safe from murder. Okay, I kind of want to read this now. Should we read this now? I think we should read this now, because I have The Prisoner by B.A. Paris on my little thing, but I kind of want to read this now, because this will be good. So I think we're gonna read this now, and if I like it, I'm gonna get the hardback copy. But you guys, Miss Sarah Janet Maas, she just dropped the special editions, Barnes & Noble special editions of the paperback from House of Earth and Blood and House of Sky and Breath. Yeah, I pre-ordered them. Yeah, I did, because they're gorgeous. They are gorgeous. So yeah, I pre-ordered them. I stopped what I was doing at work and I pre-ordered them. That's pretty much it. I am gonna make I'm gonna have an egg salad as a snack, because that's a craving. I don't know why it's been a craving, but it's been a craving, so I'm gonna have that, because I was looking at my macros and I still need protein, like a little bit of protein, and I still have calories that I need to fill, because you guys, I'm struggling with eating enough. And when I do eat enough, I eat over and I don't eat the right things. So we're trying. Okay, anyways, I'm gonna go do all those things, and I will catch up with you guys later. Happy Friday. Have not talked to you guys for a while. Let's just have a rundown of what's going on in my life. So, reason one I haven't talked to you guys is because I just haven't been feeling creative. I haven't been wanting to pick up the camera. I haven't been wanting to read. I haven't been wanting to do anything. So instead of forcing myself to do those things, I'm just letting myself be. And I woke up today in a better mood, which is great. But another reason why I'm just feeling down is because my last video that I posted was a weekly vlog. And I got comments that the audio is doubled towards the end. And before I post every single video, I rewatch it. And I rewatched it in editing and it sounded fine. So I don't know what happened. And I don't have the footage anymore to re-upload it. And I am so sorry, you guys. So that kind of made me feel really down because I'm a perfectionist. And if my video isn't doing if it isn't great, I get really down about myself. So I'm so sorry. I completely understand if you don't want to watch that video. I get how annoying it is. But to be fair, that weekly vlog is probably my least favorite vlog I have ever done in my life. So, so I did not vlog yesterday, which was Thursday, because I had a long day at work. I didn't get home till 5. So I had a really long day, came home, and instantly sat on this couch for the rest of the night. I did manage to pick up a book, though, because I did want to read. I picked up The Legacies, which I think I talked a little bit about, and I am 43 pages into this book, and it's really just giving Gossip Girl, but if there was a murder. That's what it's giving. There hasn't been a murder yet, but I know there's going to be a murder, but that's what it is. This is this author literally took the characters in Gossip Girl and put them on pages. That's what it is. So I don't mind it though, because I love Gossip Girl. But if you love Gossip Girl and maybe the thriller aspect of the inheritance games, you would probably like this. But I can't say that for sure because I'm not far enough into it to be this is good. But we're getting different POVs. We're getting different POVs of Bernie, which is the it girl. She is the one that her parents are legacies. They have been in the club before. Well, her mom kind of runs the club. Not runs it, but she volunteers a lot. Her and her mom are really close. And then there is Isabel, which is kind of Bernie's sidekick in a way, and doesn't really want to be there, but is there for Bernie. And then there is Tori, who is just a scholarship kid, has no idea why she's there. And every single person that's in this club has to be nominated by someone to get into the club, a former legacy member, I think. And so everyone who's there has been nominated. So Tori has no idea who's been nominated her. The nominations are revealed on a night, so they get to find out who nominated them. The nominees are revealed. You get what I'm saying. And so there is a whole week of activity for these guys before they actually get their key to go into the Legacy Club. And it's this elite club that's has hotels, has a gym, has pool, stuff like that. Maybe it was off of a show that I watched where it has a club like this that has a pool, and you could only get in if you pay an astronomical amount of money, or you're grandfathered in, something like that. And it's set in New York, a bunch of rich kids. So you see where I'm saying Gossip Girl. And then there's Tori, who isn't a rich kid and lives on the outside of where all they live. You see what I'm saying? Dan Humphrey. But Dan wasn't. They made him seem so much not. They made him seem so poor. But I'm you live in Brooklyn in a very nice apartment. Your dad owns an art museum. I don't know why they made him seem so poor, because he's not. Anyways, so I am liking it so far. I'm gonna keep reading this morning while I have my breakfast and my coffee. And then, you guys, today is a cleaning day, which I'm gonna take you guys along with me. I thought about scrapping, yeah. I thought about scrapping this vlog and just doing a weekend vlog. But I've already have footage that I don't want to go to waste. Like, I recorded it and I don't want to record it for nothing. So I'm just going to add that on. So this is going to be like a shorter weekly vlog, and I'm sorry, but we're going to have a productive day together. We're going to clean, and then readathon starts tonight. So we're going to get lots of reading done today, hopefully. I have some exciting things coming from Amazon. So we're going to do a little like home decor redo type situation. And then I think that's pretty much it. I want to say there will be no Sunday video. Well, this video comes out after Sunday. I'm not doing a Sunday video that's in this current week, so it would be last Sunday for you guys. I'm not doing that because I just don't have it in me. So forgive me, but I'll get back on it. I'm gonna go have my breakfast. I'm gonna go read, and I will talk to you guys in a little bit. I also forgot to mention, sorry, it's really dark. I also forgot to mention that I'm going to be listening to Legends and Lattes while I'm cleaning. I started it a couple days ago. Haven't said anything about it because honestly I keep forgetting to. I'm loving it. It's so cozy, and I need the physical book because I love it. But I'm going to do that while I clean. I'm going to show you guys some of my cleaning process because today is a spring clean day, which means I'm going through all my closets, all my junk, and we're gonna get rid of stuff that no longer serves us. So that's what we're doing. Oh, awkward. I don't like that. So I will catch up with you guys in a bit. Fridge is now clean. It's very empty. We have groceries coming in a little bit, so this will be full. I also did this cabinet. I wish I would have taken it before because this was just overloaded, crazy, unorganized, and now it looks beautiful. This is also clean, which we love to see. You guys, look at all this stuff that I'm donating / getting rid of / throwing away, whatever I can't donate. This is just one bin, but it feels so good to go through my stuff and just get rid of anything that doesn't serve me any longer. Also, I have some books I'm unhauling. I'm going to be giving them to the little library around me. So we have After, Since You've Been Gone, Summer at Firefly Beach, Pigeon Red Blood, and then all my Colleen Hoover books because I just don't like Colleen Hoover. Like, I just don't. And this is annotated, and I'm going to keep these annotations in there because
LOL. Yeah, I just don't. This was probably the only one that I liked out of all of her books. This one, hated this one. Hated this one. So yeah, these are some books I'm unhauling. I don't really unhaul books because my shelves aren't that full. So we're not going to do an unhaul until like I need more room. So this is it for now. Here is the grocery haul for the next 2 weeks. We're going to go over it, meals, everything. So first up, most importantly, Diet Coke. We got a lot of eggs because I have been obsessed with egg salad. It's a great snack. It's a great lunch. It's a great anytime thing. So we got some eggs. It's a lot of eggs, but we're going to eat them all. Hard-boiled eggs, egg salad, all of it. I'm going to use just a carton for egg salad and hard-boiled eggs. We got some shredded lettuce for that one sandwich that I have been in love with, which I'll have that for lunch actually today, and I'll show you guys. We got a lot of bread because we are going to make, I don't know why I say we. It's called a Philly cheesesteak sloppy joe. So basically it's a Philly cheesesteak, but without steak, it's just ground beef because it's cheaper and I like it better than steak. I know, I don't really like steak because it's really chewy and I just don't like it. So we got that. That's going to be a dinner one night. And we got our usual bread, sourdough for avocado toast, regular white bread for sandwiches. We got carb smart tortillas because I have noticed where my carbs come from, it's their tortillas, so we need to get better. We got some penne because I'm going to be making a zucchini sausage penne something. So that's what we're going to be making. Some seasoned fries, some sun chips, lemons. I love lemons. We have some yellow onion, avocado, parsley, a purple onion, we have bananas, and then grape tomatoes, cornstarch, light mayo. We have 2 big things of stock. We got chicken broth and beef broth. We have this because I'm going to be making that thing that everyone makes with the grapes and the Jell-O mix. I'm not going to freeze it though. I'm just going to have them at a snack. So I'm going to make that at some point today. Tomato paste. This is very important because I have been out of this all week and I've been hanging on the thread with all my dishes, and my dishes are currently piled in my sink. This is so embarrassing, I'm not going to show you, but they're currently piled in my sink because my dishwasher is full, and I was too lazy to go out and get dishwashing pods, and I knew they were coming today, so I had to wait. So after I film this clip, we're going to do that. Butter, crescent rolls, because I'm going to be making crescent rolls, like garlic crescent rolls with like butter, garlic, and parsley brushed on top. We have our creamer, we have ketchup, grapes, and then we got mushrooms and zucchini frozen, turkey, and that is the grocery haul. Can you guys believe this cost over $100? It blows my mind. Blows my mind. And the recession is real, and I am drowning. Just real talk. I'm trying to keep it real with you guys, but this is crazy that this was $100. Over $100. It's 2 meals. I guess we got different stuff for lunches. I forgot breakfast sausage, and that's pretty much it. Oh, dishwashing soap. But yeah, this is crazy. I'm crazy. If anyone has any tips on how to do a budget grocery haul with more than 2 meals for 2 weeks, it's just me. So like I don't need a lot of meals, like different meals through the week. I don't mind eating the same thing for dinner. Because I'm a very routine type person, so I don't mind it. But anyways, we're gonna stop. If anyone has any tips, let me know. But here's a grocery haul. Yes, please. I didn't know a new season was coming already. Let's get it because I love this show so much. Also, we're having lunch.
Welcome to my kitchen. So it is much later in the day. I have not talked to you guys since I think when I told you guys I was going to read Legends and Lattes, which you guys, I have like maybe 5 chapters left. I don't know the time equivalent to that because I was listening to it on my laptop so I could use my phone to record. But I had some lunch, we did a workout, and I watched the first episode of Love is Blind. The ending of the first episode, I was like, oh my god, I felt so bad for this person. If you've watched it, you know what I'm talking about. My heart broke. I was like, oh, because he was just saying like how his biggest issue is trust. No. Anywho, but I have a little bit of a headache forming. It's, you know, I like to call it the pre-headache. You know, if you're a person and you get migraines, you know, there's a little pre-headache, just a little tease, and then it's like, bam. So I took some ibuprofen, but I think it's also because I haven't had a lot of caffeine today, and I think I need more caffeine, but I'm also a little hungry because it is currently 3:40, and I'm not cooking dinner until like 5. But I did that grape snack. Hold on. I did that grape snack where you get grapes and you put like a Jello mix on it. And you freeze them. These aren't that frozen, which is fine with me, but I'm gonna try them because I've never tried them. You guys, I think these are gonna be good. So it just looks like this. Shut the front door. Who needs candy? Who needs candy? Oh my god. Wow, I could sit here and eat a whole bag of this. I'm not even joking. This is the Jello, berry blue. I just put the whole thing in there. Some guy on TikTok said it's 260 calories or something for like a cup of them. Not bad. Or for like, I forget how many he said, but I meant to get a sugar-free one, but this one just looks so good. So I'm gonna let these freeze a little while longer. Amazon packages just came, so we're gonna do an unboxing, but I'm gonna go to my office to do that. First up, we have a floating shelf box, and these are just white. I'm not gonna open these because they're just white floating shelves. They're gonna go above my computer, but my dad is gonna have to hang these because I don't trust myself to hang like shelves like this. So my dad will have to do those honors. So this box, it's heavy. Okay, these are my desk organizers that we're actually gonna do together. There are a lot of them. So I got these. Remember, if you guys watched my goals for 2023, I said I want to organize my space. That's part of it. That's what we're doing. And this guy, I believe, is my desk mat. Maybe, oh no, these are my, okay. These are my acrylic shelves that I'm going to hang records on. Okay. Nails, and then we got 3 boxes. Oh, I bought a fake plant for a floating shelf that's going to go above my desk. Things like that on the shelf. I like the one I got from IKEA better, but this will do the job. I got this. now playing. Can you guys see that? Now playing. So excited. And then this is my desk mat. You guys, I finally got a desk mat. What's that? It looks like this and it needs unrolled. So let's actually organize my desk first because that's what I really want to do. And let's do it together, shall we? Right, so these are what the drawers look like before. Let's fix this because this is not okay. Are y'all ready? Look at this. For one, we have, this is like my tech drawer, everything that I need at my desk. So my Kindle is under here, and then we have just phone screen in case. All the stuff I need to import, export, external hard drive, batteries, memory card, cords, switch stuff, and then like tape and all that junk. So there's that. And then there's this one. Oh, this is just so pleasing. I would love to color coordinate these, but you know what? This is fine enough. This is so much better than what it was, and I'm so happy with this. So we have sticky notes, we have tabs, more tabs, chapstick, extra tabs that have fallen, erasers, and I think leads in here maybe. All my aesthetically pleasing highlighters that I love so much. And then this for my planners, black pens, more colorful pens. This is like Sharpies and like those skinny highlighters, more colorful pens. And that is that. Y'all, I did hang this, but it needs screwed into the wall. Like, I can't just nail it into the wall. It needs screwed into the wall. So we're just leaving how it is, and I'm gonna see if my dad will come up Sunday to like hang all these things because I want them hung so bad. This is what I'm cooking tonight for dinner. Dinner is served. We have a Philly cheesesteak, sloppy Joe style, seasoned fries, and a Diet Coke. No veggie because there's veggies in here. That sounds so ridiculous now that I'm saying it out loud. But it's true. There's veggies in here. There's onion, mushroom, and bell pepper. Got our veggies. And I just don't feel like having a veggie, and that's okay. And we are going to watch Love is Blind. just finished Daisy Jones and the Six. Listen, all I'm going to say about this show is that I think for us people that have read the book and love the book and have so much just like emotional tie to this book and love this book so much like me, this show does not do this book justice. This is to anyone out there that has not read the book and watched this show. Please read the book because the book is so much more than what the show was. I think the show is good if you've never read the book. It's good for the people that don't exactly know the real story. But I think for us who have read the book, the show is not what the book deserved. I feel like this show could have been so much better if they would have just really like, I don't know, I feel like there's some scenes they probably cut out and I feel like those scenes would have added. It's probably scenes that would have not been like great to watch or like slower scenes, but I think they would have added so much. And I think the way they just like, they literally changed so much about this show that to the point where I think the book was a guideline for them. It's not even an adept, like, I don't even know what I'm trying to say right now, but I will say, even though I knew it was coming, I still cried so much at the last episode just because the ending of this story of Daisy Jones and the Six is just so heartbreaking. And I think the ending of the show kind of gives us a look into what the book didn't, like the ending of the book. I'm not gonna say it because if you haven't read the book, I don't want to spoil anything, but like it ends with the email from Camilla to Jules and her sisters, and this we get to see the after the email has been read and all that, but it wasn't an email, it was a video recording. But whew, yep, this show wrecked me. The book wrecked me even harder. Taylor Jenkins Reid, I think, just has a way of like bearing into your soul and wrecking it. So yeah, but I just finished it and it's only 10:30 in the morning and I've already cried. I did do some laundry. I've done some of my Sunday reset stuff. I've done laundry. I've cleaned out the Nespresso stuff. I do it every Sunday. I like run the water through it, and I don't know the correct term. I have cleaned out Wyatt's water fountain and refilled it with clean water. Laundry's done, I just said that. And now I'm going to clean up the house, take a shower, and then read for the rest of the morning. My parents are coming over at some point. I'm just not sure. My parents are coming over at some point today. I just don't know what time. They haven't told me yet. But I did want to just come on here really quickly because I started a new book and I don't think I've told you guys about it yet. So I started The Prisoner by B.A. Paris, and this one didn't get the best reviews from people, but I'm trying to let myself determine how I'm liking this book and not let the reviews determine how I like the book. Because I think a lot of the times when it comes to books, if you're a reader, you tend to go to, well, at least I do. I think a lot of us do. We go to Goodreads and we look at the reviews. And I think that can sway us to think a certain way about a book. And I'm trying really hard not to think that. But I am really enjoying this book. So much so that last night I read 175 pages in bed. I'd never do that. I never do that with a book. I haven't in a really, really long time. And I think, was it last week that I said I really just need to read a thriller? I think I just need to read thrillers for a while to like stay with reading. But also I don't want to burn myself out on thrillers, because a lot of times I think if you read a lot of thrillers, a lot of them tend to have the same kind of plot or the same kind of tropes, and it's just kind of like can all get a little bit mumbled and just jumbled, and it's kind of like, okay, well, I'm burning out on that. But B.A. Paris, I think, likes the trope of kidnapping because, and especially when it comes to females, B.A. Paris, the other book I've read by B.A. Paris, the woman was being held against her will and like forced to being in a marriage. And then this one kind of has the same kind of vibe. It's called The Prisoner. And we're following this woman named Amelie. It's Amelie. Emily. You guys know I can't pronounce anything. And it opens, the first chapter of this book is quite literally her being kidnapped and taken, and then we get a past chapter of her when her grandfather died, or her dad. I think it was her dad. It was her dad who died, or maybe it was her grandfather. Someone died, and so she had to escape to London because she was going to be taken into foster care, and she didn't want that, so she escaped to London, and she's been living on the streets in London until this woman named Caroline approaches her and offers her a job to be like a live-in house manager type situation. She does that for years. She loves it. And then we're getting past or present chapters of her being in this really dark room kidnapping, and that's all I'm going to tell you because I don't want to. So we're kind of like trying to figure out at this point who the kidnappers are, and yeah, okay, so it does, so I will say she is married. I wanted to see if it says it, but she is marrying this guy named Ned. That's weird because in here it says leading to her marrying handsome millionaire Jed, but in the book it's Ned. That's weird. Is that a misprint? I don't know. Anyways, so she's married this guy named Ned, who's a bajillionaire, and she's kind of feeling prisoned in that, and you're coming to find that within the same, like, while reading the past chapters. So I didn't read the synopsis in the book, so when the marriage thing happened and, like, the feeling of being trapped, I guessed that, but I don't think you weren't supposed to, like, not guess that. The captors, I kind of have a theory on who they are, but I'm not quite sure. The captors aren't doing anything harmful to Amelia. I mean, besides the fact of kidnapping her and, like, keeping her in the dark, they're not hurting her. They're not, like, depriving her of, like, food or anything. They're literally just keeping her for the sake of for a ransom, because they're trying to get, I guess I should say they've kidnapped Ned as well. It says it in the opening chapter. They kidnapped Ned as well, and Ned is being kept underneath her, and she can hear Ned. And they're basically trying to get Ned's father to pay up, but, you know, he's not. So that's kind of where I'm at. I am really liking it. It is one of those thrillers that you can sit and just start reading and get so lost in it, and before you know it, you've read for 3 hours and you finish the book. And it's because the chapters are super short. They're super engaging. They're left kind of, some of them leave off on, like, a cliffhanger, and once you get, like, further into the book, you just, like, keep reading. I really appreciate thrillers that are like this, that have the short chapters, that are quick. I love it so much. I don't like a thriller that has really long chapters. And the one author that I found that does really, really long chapters is Kalreadsalot. And I know she's, like, a cult favorite. I know a lot of people love her, and I do like some of her books I've read from her. I have not read the one that everyone tends to really like, which is Pretty Girls. So maybe I need to read this. But I read a piece of her, which was so long, and the chapters were long. I read another thriller from her. I've read a couple thrillers from her, and they all tend to be really, really long and just really long chapters, and that's just not my vibe when it comes to a thriller. But I can recognize she's a good thriller writer, like mystery writer. Anyways, I look really bad in this clip. So I'm gonna go do all those things that I said I was gonna do, and I will come back once my hair is fixed, and I'm gonna put on a little bit of makeup, I think, today, because I need to take a thumbnail for this weekly vlog. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, and I will catch you guys on the flip side. Guys, my parents just left, and my dad built my floating shelves. Look at them. Oh my god, I'm so happy with them. I don't know what to put up here. Those books are staying. That is staying. I think I'm gonna get, like, a cutie kawaii stuffed animal to put somewhere. And then I'm gonna get that LED clock and put it somewhere.
So that's the plan, but ugh, it looks so good. This is what it looks like from afar. So good. It's all coming together. And then my dad so graciously hung these. So I'm gonna get one more. I didn't know how it would look with 3. I didn't know if there was gonna be enough room, but I definitely think I need one more just to make it look more fleshed out. So that's what I'm gonna get, one more and put it there. But so we got our own little record, little corner of the wall. I think it's really cool. Love it.
Hey guys, I am just coming on here to give you guys a reading update in the vlog because I didn't yesterday. It's currently Monday. Ignore Wyatt. So, last night, I actually finished a book and it was too late for me to pick up you guys and like update you guys. Pick up the camera and update you guys. So, I actually finished The Prisoner by B.A. Paris, and so the first half of this book had me. I was so into it. I was so addicted to it. Like, I just kept flipping and flipping. I needed to know. And then you get to part 2 of the book. And then part 2 happens. And yeah, it just went downhill. You know when like you're trucking up the roller coaster for your first hill and like you're like, oh my god, like when you go down it's gonna be epic. It's the same thing as thrillers. Like you go up this roller coaster and you're like, oh my god, you get to the top and you're like, you're about to find out the twist and it's gonna be epic, and then you go down and it's like very disappointing. And this one didn't have multiple it wasn't like that. It was just, there was a twist, and everything after that I was just like, it felt like such a cheap way out of the story. It felt very much like I wrote this amazing first half of this book and I don't know how to wrap up the book, so I'm just gonna wrap it up this way and it's good to go. Hated it. Oh my god, in the last like couple pages of this book I absolutely hated, because the way this book ended, if you've read this book you know, and I hated it, and I did not want to give you guys any other information because I don't want to spoil it. But let's just say if I was just focusing on the first half of this book, it would have been easily like probably like a 4-star read. It was so good. But then the second half happens and you take off 2 stars. Legit, that's how bad the second half was. 2 stars for this book. So at least I finished a book this week. Actually, that's a lie. I finished The Last Tale of the Flower Bride this week. That seems like long ago. Last week. You know what I'm saying, okay? So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. Make sure you guys are subscribed because I would love to have you here. If you don't already, you can follow me on my social medias. They are always linked down below, as well as some other links if you want to support me in my channel. And I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are reading lots of good books, and I will see you guys in my next video.